What's up, what's up, what's up? Yo, 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 gonna switch it up. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. Doing another Casty cast. But this time, I have seen a few of these games, but I figured I would just cast them as well. Because I was able to live cast some of these games. I haven't seen this game, but I was able to live cast some of these games, and then I was having some difficulty, and there was a drop, and then it just kind of got. The games are kind of uploaded. Not all of them are uploaded together, and they're also some of them start in the middle of a game. So I figured I'd just do them all together for you guys. This is Jose. SCW28 tournament, Hydra. So this is for the $1,000. This is group 3. I'm pretty sure that Scan dropped out, but we'll see if Hydra plays him. I don't know if he maybe will make some time, but Scan said he's got his ASL qualifiers. He's got Starcraft TV or something like that, which is a pretty cool channel. If you guys should check that out. Google Starcast TV. It's English commentating for low money, and it's really high level. Scans knows basically you got a pro player talking about low money. So check that out. Kind of just woke up, and yeah, so for some of these games I won't be really surprised on what happens. So it'll be just a little bit different on how I commentate, I guess, because I never know what happens when I commentate. But for this one, I haven't seen this first game, so let's see how this one plays out. Got a Marine, got a Zealot coming in here. Gonna have to pull this guy back. Gonna spot it out pretty quickly. And just gonna keep microing. Gonna see if there's a middle build, and pretty sure he's gonna see that there's a middle build. He's actually he's gonna try to snipe out the probe. Smart move there by Hydra. Gonna micro this around. Should go for that SCV. I think he canceled that. So I think you can cancel the SCV, and it'll try to get the SCV in the middle. Cancel and then rebuild. Cancel, rebuild. So it'll get the SCV in the middle, so the Zealots can't kill it. So that's 3 SCVs I think that Jose has killed. He's starting to take out some of these depots, so this is a smart move here by Jose. And I was pretty impressed with some of these games. So they're good games. If you guys haven't seen the live cast already, then you know some of the results or some of the games. But you got the vultures out. Jose's doing a really nice job. He's already got cannon rush going on. A couple vultures out right now. And after this pressure kind of ensues, or ends for that matter, I'll kind of speak a little bit more about the tournament. Nice little stack repair right there. So going to survive. This cannon's going to finish up. And later today, I'm going to little micro right here. Later today, I am going to do a couple replays of Buell and Shin, and they're somewhat recent. So I got some Shin versus Buell, and I love Shin. Shin's a monster. So I think when he was playing, he's top 3, if not better than GGsz. His Protoss is absolutely insane. So definitely a better 2s player, I think. GGsz is right there, but GGsz and Shin were the best 2s team ever, I think, in my opinion. So the bunker did die here. Getting the machine shop. Gonna have to get that tank and siege ASAP. This is looking kind of pretty bad for Hydra right now. No extra Nexus. Let's see if this is a Cyber on the way, and might not. We'll see if there's a gateway in here. So Jose gonna put a gateway in here. So smart move right there. Taking out this cannon, and there's your extra command center. Does not want to lose any more of his SCV, so this rush is really doing a lot of work against Hydra's mech build. Preparing his vulture right here. Gonna lose this SCV. Might lose one of these SCVs. Gonna lose that SC trying to pull it. And gonna use these guys to try to block and repair that vulture, I'm guessing, if he can. He's got the tank out. Siege is almost done, so he should be able to start pushing out of here. He lifted up his barracks. So smart move here to see if there's any cannons over here. There's your siege. Let's see if there's four marines in there. Putting this kind of in the way, so it'll help out with the vulture to attack these zealots and kind of micro get these SCVs in the way. Gonna repair the barracks, and this tank shooting over here, getting these zealots in here to try to take out this tank, but these guys are gonna be okay. So now he's got 3 tanks. Gonna repair that tank really nicely. So good job there by Hydra. And now that he's got a command center, I think he should sneakily just build a starport. I see it. That's one thing that I see Brain and Gensei. If something like this happens, they sneakily just build that starport super fast because they know their opponent can't really beat them. Maybe get an engineering bay, which he is, and you get a turret or something or so. Sorry, I can't speak today. You get that super fast drop, and then your opponent is not ready for it at all. So that starport would probably be finishing up right about now. This tank gonna take some damage. Gonna have to go repair that tank, which he is. And that's what you see the best players do, is they care about their units like that. So I got a couple more zealots coming in down here. These marines, they're out of their bunker. Gonna get a little scout off. So let's see what Jose's seeing. He's gonna see he's up against only 2 factories. Let's see what he's transitioning into. He's got 2 gateways right there, another 2 right there, Templar archives. So probably gonna be going with DTs. I'm guessing Hydra's gonna start trying to get his choke. Maybe pull an SCV or 2. And there's a turret right there. There's a turret right there. So he's got his turrets for the DT defense. Getting a turret up here as well. But now he could be making a drop ship and going for a super fast drop at about 820, and that would be huge, and that would be a game ender in my opinion. Here's your DTs. So gonna start taking out some of these guys. This turret is finished. Gonna have to pull this back, and he might just run these through. Gonna try to snipe that one out, get these tanks in the way. So smart move there by Hydra. And Jose probably would have been off. Wow. Would have been better off to just run those DTs by, take out the turrets, and then go right after some of the SCVs instead of going for the attack right there. So let's see if Spider Mines gets upgraded or is upgraded. I'm not sure. Here's a turret. Here's your starport. And walling this off. So Hydra is only 8 behind, 9 behind or so in his SCV to probe count. And Jose's playing this one pretty nicely. That mid build was strong, but yeah, does have spider mines, so spider mines are really super effective. I don't know what that's from. They're super effective against DTs. So that is always a good move. Here is a cannon back here. Yeah, so that, I mean, even if it was a 9-minute drop, would have been huge. So I think Hydra may want to add that to his game. Get that super fast drop like that. He knows he's pretty safe up here. He could lay a bunch of mines, play defensive, but then also offensive with his drops. So he is making a drop ship now, but I think he could have had it about 9 minutes. I'm going to start building turrets. He is defending against drops himself. So I am excited to see. So you got Buell 10K in the finals. You got Rabbit. They need to just end Fuji. He's not going to play. So it should just be Rabbit in the finals. And then if it's for sure 100% that Scan's not going to play, then Hydra's in the finals. So those games should get played. I think Hydra said he could play Monday and Thursday. So I'm hoping that I can live cast those games. If I get the time and everything, it'll be super sick to live cast those games. I finally figured out how to get the live cast going, got the delay going, so there's no stream sniping and all that crap. So, and I'm guessing Rabbit's gonna put it on his. He's gonna have it on his channel. So yeah, look at how good Jose's spending his money. Hydra's starting to build up his base. And he's got the triple command center going all the way around with this dropship. A couple cannons coming down. 2 more forges. One thing that Jose is pretty good at is getting upgrades. Couple skin coming down. And he's trying to go around everything. So smart move here by Hydra. And I'm guessing he thinks there were maybe... Ooh, I don't know. Those Dragoons spotted it out. I think maybe he's thinking there are pylons here or something like that. So here comes the droppity drop. And the Dragoons did spot it out. Nice little micro from Jose. Dropping 1 tank and able to... And gonna get the right side, but only gonna get about 8 or so kills right there. And today is a big day. We got my Bengals playing. Happy Saturday, everybody. Bengals play at 3:30, and then we got the Francis fight. So here's a vessel right here. So Hydra gonna be prepared for being able to kind of move out if he wants to go on the attack, which it looks like he might. He's got a lot of vultures. Maybe he should start making some Goliaths to help against any drops, but I think he's just waiting for Jose to go for the attack. DT's gonna die to the spider mines right there. And gonna siege these guys up. Here comes the big frontal attack. So Hydra's basically in a pretty good position. Just needs to get a little bit more drop defense, I think. And continue to mass up. And then maybe try to out pump Jose. And these guys are all getting stuck up here. Here's your vessel. Might do an EMP. Oh, defensive matrix on the SCV. That's kind of cute. So good job there by Hydra. I don't know if there's a specific reason, but it looks like Jose is busting through here. So Jose doing a nice job. Let's see if he's got any upgrades. 1 upgrade on the attack. Almost gonna lose this vessel. You got these Templars in here doing a nice job on these storms, and has the mid build right here. So 9 gateways, or that's 11. So able to just continue with the mass, and that drop didn't affect Jose much at all. So he's just gonna be able to continue to keep massing up and trying to bust through the front here. I just got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 factories. So he's pumping out of 9 factories. He's making a 10th. Nice storms coming down. It looks like Jose might just bust through the front here and take this one. See if the upgrades are... And Hydra probably going to continue to make drop ships. If he can hold this off, go for a mass tank drop. So he's trying to get his choke back right now. And going to continue to lay those mines. And looks like he's pulling a few of his SCVs up here, maybe to try to build some depots, get them in the way, kind of get a little fortress in a ring that goes like this. And gonna keep laying those mines. This guy's gonna get blasted, but over here Jose is taking out all of the turrets, and this is gonna be wide open to drop. So I'm just gonna have to send some units down here. And maybe Hydra should build 2 or 3 barracks up here. We'll see if that's what... Yeah, he's going to build 1. And walling that off. These guys are doing some work. Building 2 more vessels right now. Needs to send some of his guys over there. And might want to make a couple Goliaths as well. But needs to just keep nice defensive matrix. Keep laying the mines here. So might lay some mines right here. Get some shots off, taking out that DT. These guys are in here still, stunning a tank over. I haven't seen a drop from Jose, so Jose's just going all out mass And now he's got 6 robotics facilities. So really good transition into huge drops after this. He's keeping the pressure on. He built 3 more gateways. So I'm really impressed with how Jose is playing this one, making it so Hydra really can't do much other than just defend. And where did those dropships go? I hope I didn't miss any drop or anything. Oh, they're right here. Okay. So, yeah, Hydra should just keep making dropships, get this really nicely walled off, nice and tight, and go for a mass tank drop. A couple more cannons coming down, and that's what Jose is going to be going for, is a mass drop of his for himself. So my brain is so foggy today. I don't know what it is. Nice defensive matrix right here. 1-1 upgrades for Hydra. 1-1-2 upgrades for Jose. So Jose showing you that he always keeps up with his upgrades. Some scans were coming down, checking the middle base. Hydra wants to know if he's going to be up against carriers. He's going to go for the attack now. Basically maxed out 180 supply. Needs to make maybe 2 more supply depots. And building another factory. Here is a drop ship. And now he's going to start going on the offensive. So going to start getting aggressive. Let's see how these gateways here. A lot more gateways coming down from Jose for his own base. And he's going to go with a huge Reaver drop. But it looks like Hydra is going to be able to take out this mid build. Just needs to keep pumping. He needs to make about 3 or 4, at least 3 more factories ASAP. Just pull 2 SCVs and get those made ASAP. No speed right now. Let's see how close it is. He's going with actually upgrading damage first. And yeah, Hydra's going to be ultra aggressive right now, trying to take this over, kill all this middle, but this drop might do some damage on Hydra. He doesn't have too many turrets over here. He's got a couple rates. That factory just finished, so he's gonna keep sending out his units, using the defensive matrix pretty nicely. That's one thing that I always see Buell do extremely nicely with his Terran. We saw it in the TVP that he played against JH. He was using his defensive matrix with his vessel beautifully. Here's your 2 more factories. So starting to put his base. Hydra's starting to put his base together. A couple more scans coming down. Gonna see a mass. Still going with the mass. Gonna see a bunch of robotics facilities. So maybe gonna start building some more turrets. He's got 3 here. So this drop looks like it's gonna do some damage. Did he have 2 support? Oh, he had 3 support base. So we got all 3 upgrades right there. So nice job there by Jose. And he's going to go with this mass drop. 3 rates here to kind of help. But this looks like it's going to do some damage against Hydra. 2 Reavers, 5. Nice EMP on all these guys. Going to have to repair. He's going to lose all of his SCVs. Probably going to lose his main. Needs to try to repair it. But I don't think it's going to be fast enough. So his main is going to go down. And Hydra has enough money to just kind of keep massing and go for the attack and try to win this one against Jose. Sending some of his tanks back here. Needs to siege these guys up. And going to try to take out this command center. Nice smart move there to lift up his command center. And Hydra low on his SCVs, but he's got 5k. Ooh, he's getting, let's see what... He's got all of these basically being used with 4 to 5 units in here, so he can really start going on the offensive and try to win this one. He's got the vessels right here. He's got to save that. Don't lose those. Losing 1 vessel, almost going to lose that second one. You need to use these guys for EMP against storms because these storms are going to be huge. And so Hydra not looking too good after losing his main. Going to have to start. He only has 6 SCVs. You're going to see some nice storms coming here from Jose. And going to have to siege these guys up. I'm guessing Hydra has 2-2. Yeah, 2-2 upgrades. And going to micro these guys back. Might even want to put a couple guys on the hill. Sending an SCV over here. Going to repair that tank really nicely. and starting to bulldoze through the front. Let's see if there's some Reavers that are getting made. No Reavers or anything. Just going to be an all-out mass from both players, Jose and Hydra. Some scans coming down, so going to see all of these Zealots. And doesn't have enough energy to EMP. So these storms are going to come down, and that's going to be huge against these tanks. Taking about 3 or 4, maybe 5 tanks right there. 6, 7, 8 tanks right there. Hydra getting low on his minerals right now. Starting to pump. Made 2 extra command centers right now. And trying to just work his way in here. The upgrades are basically the same. 2, 2, and 2, 2 for Hydra. So I think if he didn't get dropped so hard there, he would be able to outmass Jose right here. So using the defensive matrix really nicely right there. So this is actually a really nice game. Jose is spending his money, 195 supply. Hydra bulldozing through here. Some Reavers though. So we'll see if this is going to be a drop on right here. So smart move there by Jose. Going to drop all these Reavers on these tanks. Going to have to unsiege. And the tanks are going to go down. Or the Reavers are going to go down. But they took out some of the tanks. And the Zealots are going to keep coming. So if he can just keep massing here, then he'll be in a good position. But he just doesn't have the money for it. Bringing in the rates as well to take out some of these shuttles. Needs to just lay more mines because he doesn't have the money. So those are just free kills right there. Building a turret in here and not producing any of his SCV right now. So he's got 18 SCVs. Pushing in here. Here's your Reavers that are just going to spawn. Probably going to want to try to snipe these guys out if he can with the Wraiths. And a DT coming in from the back. And a mass attack from Jose right here. Defensive matrix on the Vulture. And these Reavers going to kind of try to save the day. Needs to siege these tanks up. Might lose one of these Reavers. Only going to lose a vessel, but some more Zealots are coming in here. So Hydra really needs to just save as many of his units as he can. Going to try to take out this Reaver, but that Reaver's going to get 2 shots off and take out 4 Vultures. And another defensive matrix. Probably going to do another defensive matrix. The defensive matrices are huge. Some more Zealots are going to spawn. And sending some more Vultures. He's got speed. Needs to just lay down as many mines as he can. Does he have mines? He has mines. If he can just lay down the mines, it'll be huge. That defensive matrix is absolutely epic. This is a really good game right here. Gonna seize this guy up. Get a little bit closer. The Reavers are gonna spawn. Here's a scout. So smart move there by Jose. But now the Vultures are not going to really be able to do anything against these Reavers. And he just lost a tank right there. So needs to siege up his tank ASAP. Trying to micro. And Jose had 180 supply. So Jose is back in business. And now Hydra needs to kind of start defending because he was not able to get Jose's minerals at all. And he's basically broke. So he wanted to try to make Jose broke, but he just didn't have enough units to push right here, get those tanks in here, and get the left side. So here's your attack on Hydra. Gonna siege these guys up. Probably gonna use some more defensive matrices when they have enough energy. And it looks like Jose's realizing that Hydra is broke, so he's just probably gonna go for a mass drop as well. So there's your shuttles. And try to end it with a mass drop. 2 upgrades. Hydra doesn't have the money to really upgrade anymore. Here comes your zealots flying in here. Needs to maybe lay some of these mines down, more mines. And there's the GG McGee. So the first one is going to go to Jose. So that was a really good game. I wish I was able to live cast that one. That drop really killed. That drop really killed Hydra right there. So this game, I saw this game. So I'll see how I want to cast it. I kind of know what happened, so well, I do know what happened, so I'll just try to cast it like I didn't know what happens. But so you got Jose on the Protoss, you got Hydra on the Zerg. He's gonna be in a bottom middle spot. Gonna go right into a choke. Mid build for Jose, and being in a mid Zerg is one of the worst things for this map. So, and against a Protoss, it's very easy to drop right here, and all of a sudden you can lose all of your minerals, and it's kind of easy to bulldoze through the front. So we will see. We will see. So you got your 3 gateways here, so kind of a mid build, not completely in the middle, but just right outside of the lane to get into the choke of Jose's base. So he's going to send in a zealot and 2 creep colonies coming from Hydra, and going to make those right into Sunkens. He's going to have 8 Zerglings. So that's the build order. You get 8 Zerglings, and those guys are able to defend against the Zealots. So building another creep colony there. So this guy gonna get trapped, and nice little clip action from Hydra right there. Not gonna lose. I don't think he lost any of his Zerglings. Nice little micro with that Zergling, and gonna send some of these Zerglings out here looking for that mid build to see if he could get any information. Maybe kill some of the probodubs of Jose. Wants to see what the tech is of Jose. Here's your 4 Sunkens. Gonna build a chamber, and probably gonna build a chamber over here too as well. So here comes the attack from Jose. And gonna get defended pretty nicely by Hydra. Hydra gonna send some of his units in the middle. Maybe try to go and harass Jose's probodubs if he can. And Jose gonna pull back his zealots and gonna try to snipe these Zerglings out. This guy's gonna sneak in, and these guys are almost gonna sneak in. These 4 guys are gonna sneak in here. So let's see if a cannon. Yeah, cannon coming down for Jose. There's his cyber. Just started making his cyber. Might have to stack attack. We'll see. Pulling some of the probes from the gas. Going to use those guys to stack attack. Here comes an attack from Jose down here. 2 chambers here. Going to have this walled off pretty nicely with the Zerglings. And I am not sure if any of the probes got killed, but having to take your probes off the minerals, unstack your probes off the minerals is huge. This cannon's going to finish up, so he's going to be a-okay. Not going to have to worry about any of his probes dying from now on. And gonna send some more Zerglings out here, get some more information. Here is your 2nd extra macro hatchery, and I'm guessing Hydra's going to have to start getting some gas pretty soon. Knows that the cyber was there. And here is a robotics, and I remember he builds 1 more robotics, so he gets 2 robotics here. So there's your double robotics, and another chamber over here. Maybe even just build another chamber, have this completely walled off. The one thing that as a Protoss player and you see this, sometimes it's good to just get a pylon right here and get cannons to kill this off, so you don't have to waste minerals and time. Well, you don't have to waste time on your Reavers pushing through the front if you want to try to bust through the front. So pump it out of 3 gateways here. Gonna get Dragoons, so maybe try to snipe out some Overlords. Here's your triple from Jose, getting another cannon. Hydra using these Zerglings really nicely to make sure he gets a lot of information, and pulling these guys back. Gonna keep going up and down and to the right and to the left and up. See that cannon. We'll see if he sees this triple. So he's gonna see the triple, trying to see, gonna see that citadel up there as well. So he maybe thinks that there could be a Templar archive. He's gonna use these Dragoons to maybe snipe this out if he has range. He could do that as well. Gonna lose an Overlord right here. I just got 5 macro hatcheries now. He's got a lair and gonna probably start producing his Hydras. So I'm gonna build a lot more Sunkens right now. Gonna have a total of 6 on this side, 6 on this side. Got these chambers, so not gonna really be able to bulldoze through the front unless this gets taken out by Reavers. Couple Hydras just spawning, and Jose's over here searching for any Overlords. Get a couple Overlord kills. Here's an Overlord that might go too far. Here's an Overlord. Hydra wants to put his Overlords in the space area so they don't die. And Jose's spending his money pretty nicely. He's got the triple, getting Dragoon range. He's got the support bay. Reaver spawn, and now gonna go with the frontal push. And so gonna push through the front. So Hydra gonna get probably a spire. He's getting a Queen's Nest, and this is probably a spire. We just didn't have enough minerals, so it didn't make, unfortunately. So he's gonna see that drone sitting there and be annoyed. That's always the worst. You try to time it the best you can, but sometimes it just doesn't work out. So Hydra spending his money really nicely. Jose spending his money really nicely, and using these 2 Reavers to just really push through the front. 750 plus 750 plus 750 is that 225? So that's 2,250 hit points of time that these chambers were able to buy time for. That these Reavers had to spend time shooting at these chambers. So starting to hit these Sunkens right now, getting that splash damage on these guys. So these are probably gonna go down together. And a couple Hydras right here. Let's see what the vision is of Hydra. And he's got a Sunken back here, building another Sunken. Gonna probably make this into a Sunken. And 4 Reavers up here. Gonna keep building his Sunkens and buy himself as much time as he can. He did lose his macro hatchery. These guys are getting closer and closer. Gonna bust through these 3 Sunkens right here pretty quickly. And Jose's gonna probably go on the attack pretty soon. See if he's getting an upgrade on his attack. He is getting that upgrade on his attack right there. Here's your Hydras. Gonna try to snipe out these Reavers. Gonna able to take out 1, 2, 3, 4 Reavers right there. So really nice job there by Hydra. And these Sunkens are going to be able to do some work against these Zealots and these Dragoons. This Reaver looks like it's going to die. I don't know if he was target firing that Reaver, but he did a pretty nice job. That Sunken did a pretty nice job. And if Hydra was target firing, that was a pretty nice job right there. See if he's getting his upgrades. He's not getting his upgrades yet. Pretty low on his gas. He's got a couple mutas right here. And Jose going to just keep building up his base, getting some Dragoons. He's got that upgrade on his attack. Got some observers as well, so he is prepared for lurkers and gonna just continue to make Reavers. And I think that Jose's Protoss overall is pretty strong. I think his PVZ is really good. I think Resound or whatever has one of the best PVZs. His PVZ is really, really tough to beat. We saw that Buell couldn't beat it. We lost 3 times to Resound. So Jose gonna start building some cannons right here, and some zealots are gonna spawn out of here. Jose gonna continue to build up his base, get some Templars for guardians and lurkers. Sending some mutas over here, maybe get some information. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? We got 6 macro hatcheries here, and then getting a macro hatchery in the back. Mutas are sniping out some of the Templars that were being sent right here, so able to snipe out one, and it is a little bit stuck. Might try to snipe that guy out. Here's a, looks like a possible drop, and that's the one thing that's different between Jose and Dingo, is Dingo's more of a dropper. Jose's more of a strategy guy, I think. I think if Jose did more drops, he could be even better. So pushing from the front and gonna keep massing up with his gateways here, getting all 3 upgrades. And a hive for Hydra. He's got the greater spire. It's about 4/5, a little over 4/5 done. So as soon as that finishes, he wants to get his guardian, some lurkers getting made. And here are some Hydras on the side, building some creep colonies in the back. And here are your lurkers, going to burrow these guys up. But there is an observer here, so these guys aren't going to be able to do too much. This is a lot of sunkens though. 4, 6, or yeah, 4, 6, and then 7. So 13 sunkens just right there. Looks like a drop coming through the middle. No speed. Just one Templar in there. Going for the drop. I think it's this one or it's this one. And gonna storm 54 drones. And not gonna lose any of his drones really. So trying to storm at the drones that got pulled right here. So nice attempt there by Jose. And Hydra is going to survive this. So good job there by Hydra. Little micro taking out that shuttle, and let's see what the vision of Hydra is. He's got his overlords placed really nicely. And one thing that you see that GGsz does really good is he'll put Zerglings on the side. So, and then he burrows them. Hydra got the speed for his overlords. That's always huge. 2 more macro hatcheries for Hydra. And the guardians are finished up here. Just gonna maybe start sending these guardians out here to take out some of these cannons. Does he see all these cannons? Yeah, he does see all these cannons that are getting made. And here is a Corsair. This is why it's good to have overlord speed, because your overlords can get out of there without dying. When they don't have speed, they're just way too slow. So some robotics getting made in the middle by Jose. Gonna use these to keep producing the Reavers and massing up and trying to bust through the front. So Jose goes for more of a mass strategy, it seems like, and his drops are a little bit later compared to Dingo. Dingo goes more of a drop strategy and then masses after. So trying to sneak this drop in. And there's a Templar in each of these 2 shuttles. Gonna drop the Zealots and pulling the drones really nicely. It was at 82 drones and gonna drop all the way down to 55. So 20 is at 28. 27 drones got killed right there. So good job there by Jose. And Guardian doing a little work. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 macro hatcheries for Hydra. And Jose just gonna keep pushing through the front here, using these reavers. See if he's got, doesn't have damage upgraded yet. Gonna take out these reavers with these guardians, and I'm guessing another drop is gonna get queued up soon. 3 more reavers gonna spawn. Here's your drop ship. And more guardians getting made. So Hydra is at 170 supply. Oh, these are devours actually. So he's got some devours. Let's see if he's getting his upgrades for his air. Getting upgrade on attack. And has 1/1 upgrades on his ground units. Hydra does. Let's see what the upgrades are for Jose. He's got 1/1/2, so his upgrades are pretty good as well. Here comes the drop, trying to sneak in here. Gonna get sniped out really nicely by Hydra. Able to spot that out. Nice storm right there. But Hydra gonna be able to survive, and he's basically maxed out. So let's see if he's got a defiler mound. Probably will make a defiler mound pretty soon. And he's got 2 macro hatcheries back here as well. So pumping out of these as well. And he's got pretty good defense back here. He's got the sunkens. He's got the lurkers back here. And guardians to help out. And Jose's going to just keep trying to push in here. Use these cannons to his advantage with his mass. And build into Hydra's base. So we'll see if Hydra pulls some of his drones and makes a bunch more sunkens. That's what it looks like it is kind of gonna happen. He wants to keep trying to buy as much time as he can. He's got these lurkers right here. He has 4 macro hatcheries that are getting made right there. And yeah, gonna start building more sunkens. And here comes the big frontal attack from Jose. Let's see if he's getting his other upgrades. He's still getting 3 more upgrades, so he's going to be at 223 somewhat soon. And these guardians are saving the day. You always want to have a spore colony in here in case there's some corsairs. He does have some devours in here to help out. Nice storm right there by Jose. The Templar is going to go down. 3 reavers trying to push in. I think Jose should have made maybe 5 robotics facilities in the middle instead of 3. And then he would have more reavers and then go for more corsairs, I think. Because these reavers are really doing some work. I mean, these guardians are really doing some work here. They're taking out all of the reavers. And they're able to start pushing on these cannons right here. So, but they don't really have any upgrades. They just got upgrade on the attack. So that 223 should be almost done. Yeah, just about done. So 222 gonna be done right now, and then that 223 is gonna be done in about 10 seconds. Let's see what Hydra has. He's got 1/1 upgrades. Here comes an attack by Hydra, starting to push out with his sunkens, regain his choke back. And is this a, that's a corsair. Gonna go send over those devours to kill that. And gonna have to micro these guys back. Doesn't want to lose these guardians. And Jose's doing a nice job just continuing to keep the pressure on Hydra. And 2 more macro hatcheries for Hydra. He's got these lurkers right here. And lurkers absolutely obliterate zealots. So there's your defiler mound. Let's see if a defiler, there is a defiler right here. So we'll see if he uses a swarm. Take a sip of my drink. I need a new pre-workout. I've been using C4 and it just hasn't really been doing it for me. Here comes a drop from Jose, and I think he forgot about it. There we go. Forgot about it for a second, and not gonna get that drop off. Hydra pulled his drones. He's got, I think, all of them basically hotkeyed. Maybe 4 sets, so that's 48 drones, maybe more, I don't know. But he's got 94 drones, 196 supply, so he's maxed out. So he just needs to keep holding, build the sunkens up here, and then use his defilers to his advantage. So Looks like a swarm's gonna come down. We're gonna use the red stuff, and it's gonna get on the observer. The observer's like, come on, bro. There's a bunch of observers right here. Here comes a drop. It looks like down the middle. Did he forget about this drop? No. There's nothing in it. Is there anything in here? Nothing in here. I want to pick up a Templar and then just go for a drop right down the middle. Drop is wide open. Guardians are doing some work. Let's see if he's getting upgrades. Yeah, gonna have 1-2 upgrades on his air. 1-1 right now. The 2 should be finishing up any second now. Using that swarm right there really nicely. Come on. You're almost there. 224 damage. 20 plus 2, 20 plus 4. And Jose's starting to bust in here. He's got these Reavers. And he's got the upgrades 223. So Hydra is still maxed out though. Able to pump from a bunch of his hatcheries. He's got 8 macro hatcheries plus another 8 over here, so 16. Here comes a drop from Jose right down the middle. And is he going to get the storm off? Not able to get the storm off. The lurkers are going to save the day. And Hydra did start pulling his drones though, so I don't know if he would have lost a lot. And going to use the Zerglings. Needs to try to take out the Reavers so his Zerglings can do more damage. There's a bunch of lurkers right here. Needs to move this observer over, which he is. Both of these observers. But these lurkers are killing it. This guy's got 2 kills. Nice storm right there. Sending some lurkers up on the side. Gonna burrow these guys. And see if guardians are getting made. Yeah, there are some guardians right here. They're gonna spawn right now. There's some more mutas back here. Hydra doing a nice job with keeping up with his gas. That's one of the hardest things as a Zerg player, is to keep your gas up. And one way you can kind of buy yourself time is to build Zerglings. Building Zerglings, which he is with your Hydras, because Zerglings don't cost any gas. It allows for your gas to increase, and then you can get guardians, something like that, or lurkers. But using Zerglings and is this a drop? Yeah, drop sneaking in here. Using Zerglings, let's see if he gets any kills. 85 drones, gonna storm, but not gonna get on the main. So gonna be unfortunate for Jose. He's gonna miss that drop. But Zerglings with swarm can really buy you a lot of time and almost put you on the offensive. A couple DTs in here. I like that combination of units from Jose. He's got Dragoons, Zealots, DTs, Reavers. And he's got a lot of gateways back at home. And Hydra's got that 1-2 upgrade. Using the red stuff on these guys, so good job there. Needs to pull these guys back, I think. He's going to lose all of these Guardians, it looks like. And here comes another droppity drop right here. 2 Templars in here. Jose needs to go with more shuttles, or just go right down the middle when he goes for the attack, which I think he will. 3 upgrades for Jose. And gonna drop these Templars right here, use those guys, and storm. Maybe storm right here. Couple observers might get a little bit too far. Gonna have to pull the Guardians right here. Here's your swarm from Hydra. And gonna try to micro those Dragoons into the swarm to his advantage, which is gonna help out. And some Zerglings need to spawn. Needs to use these couple lurkers right here, and might try to pull these Templars and try to get a storm on the main. Here's your Zerglings that are gonna spawn. Hydra's still basically maxed out, so even though he's getting attacked pretty bad right here, and he doesn't have his choke, he is still maxed out. So he's got a lot of units back here, a lot of units right here. These guys are all burrowed up, and he's making units out of all of his hatcheries. So, because he does have, I think, 12 macro hatcheries, which is a good amount. And gonna build a couple more creep colonies. Gonna get a spore colony over there, and gonna start pushing out with his swarm, it looks like. Put a swarm right there. Burrow up. Take out these cannons. And needs to take out these Reavers right here. These Reavers are crushing it. 2 observers. I almost thought that was a drop, but it's not. And gonna start trying to contain Hydra with the cannons on the sides as well. And nice storm right there on that lurker. And Hydra gonna use his Guardians to start pushing out, it looks like. And this is a lot of Zerglings right here. Two upgrades for the ground units. I'm guessing his... Well, for the Zerglings, they don't have melee upgraded up to 3. So, I think, or is it? Yeah, something like that. So, nice job using the red stuff right there. Archon. That's one thing about Jose is he uses a good combination of units. He'll get DTs, Archons. The only thing is that I think that he needs to work on is his dropping. He doesn't drop extremely well, and that's one thing that Dingo's really, really good at. And the reason I'm talking about Dingo is because I usually compare them. A lot of people compare them to each other and who's better. And I think Jose is better, but I think Jose is the better fundamental player, but Dingo is definitely a better dropper, and he wins with a lot of the times with his drops. So Hydra's maxed out, Jose's maxed out. Gonna keep trying to just mass up. Maybe want to build some more gateways in here instead of having all of his units have to come from all the way down here. Getting a couple arbiters. There's your first arbiter. Just gonna spawn, and Hydra gonna regain his choke. Start building a bunch of sunkens. Continue to buy himself time. So Guardians right here, 2-3 upgrades. Nice storm right there. Gonna micro these Guardians out of the way, and probably gonna put a swarm down or use some more red stuff. We'll see. The red stuff is key, and gonna get rid of some of his probodubs, and gonna use these guys to stack attack. Are they gonna kill? I thought they were gonna get a kill on a defiler, so unable to. Let's see if a Ultralisk Den comes down anytime soon from Hydra. Just going to continue to start pushing out the front. Keep using his defilers, using the red stuff, and a lot of Zerglings, a lot of Hydras. So Jose just not able to really bust through the front. Maybe he wants to get rid of another 12 or so probodubs. And Hydra might make a couple Scourges to take out the Arbiter. And the Zerglings are going to keep the pressure up. There's one Reaver here. Let's see if there's... Looks like 2 Reavers are going to be spawning somewhat soon. Guardians are kind of spread out, which is good. Going to use these Guardians over here to take out these cannons on the side and keep using these... Keep producing Zerglings and busting up through the middle. So... Couple dronies right here, and gonna keep pushing through the middle. There's an arbiter. We'll see if he uses maybe a stasis of some sort. And that's one thing you don't see Dingo do, is use an arbiter. It's rare. There's your stasis. Pushing in here. And Jose's got a really strong PVZ. Really pushing strong. He just hasn't landed any drops on Hydra. And Hydra's also really good at using good combination of units. Zerglings, Hydras, Guardians, Defiler. Basically exactly what you need. Got a couple. I got a lurker here. He's got a lot of lurkers. He's got lurkers. He got a lot of lurkers back here for if there's a huge Reaver drop or possibly a recall. You always want to have an Overlord, at least one Overlord back here, because sometimes you'll play and you won't have an Overlord, and then they recall on you and you just get absolutely obliterated. But that's neither here nor there. So starting to push out here with these Guardians. And gonna micro these guys back and keep using the Zerglings. And nice kill right there by that Reaver, but this pylon went down, so these are all unpowered right there. So I'm gonna use a swarm, it looks like, or a red stuff on these guys, so nice job there. I'm gonna continue to just mass out with the Zerglings. That pylon is gonna finish up. There's one Reaver, two Reavers here. Just a drop. Looks like Jose might go for a drop, or he's just picking up those Templars to save them for another day. And Hydra is slowly pushing out here against Jose. Some more cannons coming down from Jose. About 9 right there. Some red stuff. Hydra doing a really nice job with the red stuff. Here's a drop. Let's see if maybe a drop comes. Here's a couple of Corsairs. Gonna try to take out some of these Overlords on the side. Gonna keep sending the units in. But Hydra is working his way out into the middle. Let's see if he's got some Guardians anywhere. He's got a bunch of Guardians back here. We'll see if he pulls these Guardians and starts trying to go on the offensive. So here comes the attack from both players, and they're going to probably meet right here and right here, it looks like. Drop right here. Almost missed it, but not going to lose many of his drones right there. So Jose going to try to drop again, but Hydra's got 10k and 3k in the bank, so he's looking pretty good. Here comes the big attack from Jose. But these Guardians are going to clean up on these Dragoons with the Hydras and the Sunkens. And these 3 Reavers will probably go down really quickly. And here's some more Guardians. So a lot of Guardians. Guardians are super effective in as a Zerg player. Having a lot of Guardians with your Hydras. The Hydras snipe out the Corsairs for the most part. Here comes another drop from Jose. He's got 2 Templars in there, moving the Guardians over to so they can snipe out the Templar. Let's see if this drop able to get a storm off on the right side, but that's only on the gas, so not able to get a drop off on the main. I think he should have tried to drop on the main, but I think he thought he was going to get 2 storms off, but he wasn't able to. And a couple more macro hatcheries coming from Hydra, sending some of his drones out, and going to start taking over this middle base right here. And there is a Defiler right here. Gonna get sniped out. Ooh, he Defilered it just in time. So nice job there by Hydra. Gonna start building hatcheries on the side to start containing Jose. So that's a smart move there by Hydra. Start building some spore colonies, couple Sunkens, and it helps with your Guardians, so you don't have to make any Devours. You just use spores and Guardians. So here comes the attack by Jose. Looks like, well, that's a couple Corsairs over there, and a couple Hydras are gonna clean out these pylons. Here's a drop from Jose. Let's see what's in here. 1 Templar. Yeah, and I don't like going in with just a Dragoon to drop. There's just going to be too many lurkers in here to really get anything off, and he's just going to kill that. So these Guardians are going to be super effective. Every time I say super effective, you got to drink. Burrowing up these lurkers, going to put some red stuff down and maybe try to get a swarm off soon. Those Zealots got absolutely smoked. Let's see how many kills these guys got. 3, 2. So about 6 or 7 kills total just right there with those guys. And this is not looking good for Jose. 3 upgrades, and I think that's going to be, yeah, there's the GG McGee. So Hydra going to win that one. Being in a middle Zerg spot against a Protoss. So good job there by Hydra. And I'll cast this one, and then I might cast the other two at a different time. So the score is 2-1. Jose Hydra. Yeah, it's not as fun casting when you know what's gonna happen. So I don't know if I will. That's why I don't like to ever really. I never casted knowing what happens. So it makes it almost it makes it uneventful for me, because I know what's going to happen. So I'm trying to keep it as entertaining for you guys though. So we got Jose on the Zerg, we got Hydra on the Terran, and also for some reason I'm extremely tired. I don't know why. I got bad sleep. Someone just commented to take when I take melatonin. Someone commented when you take melatonin, sometimes you'll get up at 3 or 4, and that does happen to me sometimes. So I think he said take Valium, not Valium, Varium or something like that. It's extract root or something like that. So I'm probably gonna end up buying that and trying it out. But I might take a quick little nap after this. And did he get that scout off? I remember when I was live casting this, I wasn't sure if he got that scout off or not. So I'm gonna go with the double macro hatcheries here. Zergling's gonna get in here, try to get some information. Gonna do a nice little clip job right there. So good job there by Hydra. Gonna go right into a factory. And gonna go for the quick push. So getting that gas right now. And as soon as he gets 100 gas, I think he's gonna go get that lair. So you always see Buell and Scan. They get that lair as soon as that 100 gas hits. So we'll see how close it is for Jose. Yeah, instant. So instantly getting that lair. So a couple of Rhinies right here, 10 Rhinies, and sending this over to get that information. Gonna keep pumping out of these barracks. And one thing you have to be careful when you play against a TVZ against Buell is he likes to go with Zergling speed. So if you don't have enough Marines and medics, he'll buy himself enough time, and then he gets his mutas out, and before you know it, he's got Guardians. Once you get Guardians in a ZVT, it's huge. That used to be what players would always just they'd go for the same exact strategy every time. Western players, get Guardians as fast as you could at about 820 to 840 if you can get Guardians, because the push is just not fast enough. But that works better in regular StarCraft compared to Brood War. So here's your Hydra's Den, and the timing on that was pretty good. Was just a second late. Should be upgrading for lurkers pretty soon. Waiting for that upgrade. He's got the gas for it. I think maybe he thought he started upgrading it. I'm not sure. Or he's saving that gas to get a hive. Getting 2 more macro hatcheries. And here comes the push from Hydra. Putting that tank just outside of the range of that sunken. Going into a starport and a science facility right after that. So he lifted that barracks over, got the information, saw what he was up against, basically lurkers, and then brought it back over and started producing from the barracks again. So smart move there by Hydra. And yeah, I'm hoping that I get the times for the next games so I can live cast those. Live casting is a ton of fun. It is a ton of fun. So using these tanks, slowly pushing in here, gonna keep his Marines here. Needs to bring these Marines over here just in case there was a bunch of Zerglings. And he is pulling those guys over. Gonna get a command center. Pump it out of those 3 barracks. And probably will get that vessel as soon as that 225 hits. There it is. So getting that vessel. And starting to push through the front. Jose doing a nice job buying himself as much time as he can. And that hive finished and going to go right into that greater spire. And he's making mutas. So making 3 mutas. He's got a total of 5 queued up. So he's trying to go for guardians. And his guardians are looking pretty fast. He's playing off of 4 macro hatcheries. He's got this chamber. And that's one thing I was saying is Jose has a really strong ZVT. I think his ZVT is really, really strong. So Hydra pushing in here. Going to get closer and closer. Jose trying to build as many sunken counties as he can to buy time for his mutas. And I'm missing it. Got some mutas taking out some of the SCVs right here. So no turret. And going to bring some of these Marines over here. It looks like Hydra's going for the attack right now. And gonna have to pull these mutas back. This greater spire is almost done, just about. Hydra's getting closer and closer. And Guardians are going to be at about 830. So really, really fast Guardians right here. Here's your vessel right here. Going to stem these guys up probably. And push a little bit closer. Unsieging those guys. Just pumping out of 2 factories. Getting irradiate. He's got 4 barracks. Command center and a starport on the way. Turrets over here. And getting closer to the minerals. The Guardians are going to spawn. So we have to stem these guys up. Or unsiege these guys. And get them out of the way. He's going to stem these guys up and try to attack these Guardians. Marines with medics can be pretty effective against Guardians. Scourges are just going to die. And does he have burrow? Doesn't look like it. I think he lost about 11 of his drones. Can't be sure. Trying to sneak in some tanks right here. Trying to go for the left side. Going to pull the drones to the right side. But not really going to get many kills. I think got maybe 3 drone kills right there. And these Marines are sneaking in here. And these tanks did some work. One had 11 kills, one had 9, and then another one had 11. So 31 kills for those guys. And so I just got the extra command center. Going to build 2 more starports. Keep building the vessels. Probably going to stem these guys up. I think stemmed Marines with these medics would be able to take out those Guardians right there. A couple more Guardians on the way. Looks like 3. And Jose needs to start building some drones because he lost some to that irradiate. And here's another irradiate. Gonna go for the right side, it looks like. Gonna have to spread and does not have burrow upgraded. Gonna irradiate the vessel with his other vessel. And gonna drop him down. He was at 36 drones. And a Wraith in here. Gonna irradiate the other vessel. And drop all the way down to 13 drones. So I think that's going to be the GG. McGee taking out all of the drones right here. And Hydra's just going to start massing up. He's got the rates. Should maybe try to get Cloak upgraded. And sending in the rates. Nice job. Going to try to take out that vessel, which he will. And Jose is absolutely broke. 5 drones. Some more Scourges getting made. Gonna take out a Wraith right there. But Hydra is in control of this game. And needs to make sure he makes some medics as well with his Marines. Always need those medics with your Marines. But Hydra playing this one pretty nicely. And these guys are just gonna stim in here, and there's gonna be the GG McGee. So let me see how long the other two games are. I'll try to get through all of them. I'll do these two games another cast. For some reason I'm kind of tired, guys. So I'm just gonna cast the first three. Looks like from that Hydra's up. Oh, he's only up 2-1. So I'll cast the other two in another cast. So I will talk to you guys later. If you guys aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.